Hey everybody! Today we're going to be creating a rabbit to show implied texture. Now we've been talking about texture and how it's the way that something feels. Real texture is how something feels when you touch it, like a smooth rock, or rough tree bark, or a fluffy furry dog or cat. And when we draw, we use something called implied texture. Also, you could call it fake texture. It looks like it might be a fluffy dog, but if you touched it, it would just feel like paper. Same with the tree bark. It might look rough and scratchy like a real tree, but if you touched it, it's just a drawing. That's implied texture. We're going to use implied texture in our drawings of rabbits today. We're going to create hatching to make it look like they are furry, but it is just implied texture because it will just feel like paper. So let's get started. I'm going to be drawing two different types of rabbits just to show you all the different choices you can make, but you are only doing one. You do not need to draw two, just draw one. I'm only drawing two to show you the differences that you can choose. As usual, you will be using a pencil just in case we need to erase. I'm going to use a marker in the video so that you can see it better on the screen. The first thing we do is always the same. We take out our pencil and we write our name. Go ahead and write your name on the back of your paper and then flip it over to show me that you're ready to get started. The first shape that we're going to draw is a circle. Make it big enough so that the rabbit's face will fit inside. A large circle somewhere toward the middle of your paper. If you want the rabbit to have tall ears sticking up, then draw your circle a little bit towards the bottom. If you want your rabbit's ears to be flopping down, then draw your rabbit's head toward the middle or the top. Remember, it does not have to be perfect. We're just trying our best. Draw a big circle in the middle-ish of your paper. Remember, if you ever need help, don't shout out, just raise your hand. The next line we're going to make is a curved line like a rainbow toward the bottom of our circle. We're going to go up, over, and down. A curved line like a rainbow. Next, we're going to make our rabbit's nose by drawing the letter V inside that rainbow line that we just drew, kind of towards the top. You want to leave room for the mouth, so draw a V for the nose. Now for the mouth, we are going to draw a straight line down from the V and curve it into the letter J. And then we will do another curve going the other way. That's one way to do the mouth. The other way is you can draw a straight line down from the letter V and then a curve at the bottom of that straight line. Two different ways that you can do your rabbit's mouth. If you know another way, you can do that as well. Next, we're going to be drawing two curved lines, going from our rainbow line to the top of our rabbit's head. We're going to do a curved line one way and then a curved line going the opposite way. Take a look at how I'm doing it if you're confused. Now it's time to draw our rabbit's eyes. You can draw the eyes however you want to. On this rabbit, I'm just going to draw a simple oval, one on each side, for the eyes. And on this one, I'm going to do curved lines. Remember, you can do the eyes however you want to. It does not have to look like mine. We are all different artists. If you want to add things like eyelashes or eyebrows or even glasses, it's totally up to you. Now it's time for the ears. If you have a lot of room on the top of your rabbit's head, you could do the ears sticking straight up. That's the way I'm going to do it on this rabbit. Curve up and back down, reaching almost to the top of my paper. We want those ears really long so that it looks like a rabbit. You can make your ears kind of pointed like I did on the one on the right, or you can make it curved like this one. On this rabbit, I don't have a ton of room on the top. I could try to make them fit into the corners, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this rabbit have floppy ears. So I'm going to start at the top of the head and curve around, way down, and back up so that it has long, floppy ears. If you want to, you can add a curved line inside the rabbit's ears for a detail. Next, we're going to draw the body with two curved lines coming down from the head to the bottom of our paper. Now it's time to add lots of details and make our rabbits unique and special. You can add whatever details you want. You could add whiskers, you could add a hair bow, a hat, a bow tie, you could even add a bunny tail, you could add arms. It's up to you, whatever details you want to add to your bunny. I'll give you a few moments here to catch up and add any details you might want to. Now I want you to pause. Stop what you're doing, put your pencil down, and watch this part. Even if you're not done, put your pencil down and watch the video to see this next step. Now when you're done drawing, you're going to be given a Sharpie and you will trace your pencil lines with the Sharpie. Now I don't have to do in the video because I already used a marker, but you're going to trace your lines with a Sharpie. And when you're done with that, you're going to use your Sharpie to make the implied texture. So using short, straight lines, that's called hatching, you are going to add lines to your bunny's fur. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing short, straight lines in rows to show my bunny's implied furry texture. Now these lines do not have to be all the exact same length. They do not have to be perfectly straight. They do not have to be in perfect rows. We are just adding hatching or short straight lines to our rabbits to show that fur. You can leave some parts white like the inside of the ears and the muzzle if you want to, or you can add fur to your whole rabbit. And if we have time left, you can add a little bit of color. Now we want to leave most of our rabbit white, but you could color in some of the details that you made, or the pink nose, or the pink ears. It's up to you. It is totally okay if you do not finish all these steps today. We will finish next time, and eventually we will be cutting out our rabbits and gluing them to a different background. Don't forget to raise your hand if you have any questions.